Well, we're taking you live now to the Gold Coast, where the Queensland Opposition Leader David Crisafulli is speaking after 5 people have been confirmed dead in those Queensland storms.
And they need to know that those payments are going to flow and that they flow quickly. So first thing is we need to reconnect communities and get them back to some form of normality. I'm still, as I drive the streets, I'm still seeing power lines down, seeing massive trees that have been just picked up and tossed aside like matchsticks. You've got people suffering huge loss, homes that have been absolutely flattened. I've spent the morning speaking with our local members who are on the ground, and as well as the loss of life that their community's getting over, the loss of property and trees and infrastructure is huge, and it's going to need some help. To see what Mother Nature has thrown at Queensland in recent weeks is troubling, but it also shows the spirit of this state. From both ends of the state, we've got neighbours helping neighbours, strangers helping strangers. That's Christmas spirit Queensland style. And I want every single Queenslander to know that they matter, they're important, and we're going to do all we can to get them back on their feet. And that includes business and community club. And I thought I'd ask Kat to explain what she's got here, and you can take some questions. Step over to you.
So we've lost power for about 48 hours now. While the club's in good condition, we've lost a lot of our food stock, probably $20,000 to $25,000 worth of stock that we have to throw out. Although we're suffering here, we're not doing it as tough as our community out there, so hopefully we're back on track soon to be able to support our community as best as we can.
Questions?
At this time of year, typically how busy is it for you guys?
Yeah, we've lost a lot of trade. We're usually fully packed out every night of the week, and unfortunately we got no trade, we've got no income, and we've got no food.
So I guess really the bill, it goes well beyond just the
yeah, it's just 25,000 maybe approximately inside. It doesn't count the damage outside. We also have some damage sustained to the club on the outside of the building. But it's just, yeah, loss of trade, loss of food. It's hurting. It's hurting us, it's hurting the community.
And obviously you live locally. I mean, what's your reaction when you're walking around the streets to see?
It's tragedy. It's like a tornado hit us. It's tragedy. It's hard to believe that some people can class it as a normal storm. When you walk the streets, it's like a tornado's just wiped the community out.
I guess what's your message to locals and who typically come into the club? When you guys are back online, are you hoping they embrace you and they come in to grab a beer and a feed?
Yeah, we'll be there to support them as much as they support us. So, you know, there's a lot of homes doing it tougher than us. So we'll be here offering our $12 lunches, supporting the community, money for value. So.
And David,
thank you.
I guess just from other traders you've spoken to, how are they coping mentally?
Really tough. It's a great question. You might be throwing out goods, but they're also throwing out part of who they are. And that's what makes it really, really troubling. And to see the look in the eye of people who've been through so much. Many of these people who live locally, so their homes have been flogged, and then they go into their businesses and everything they've worked for, they're tipping into the back of a skip bin. So I was with a business this morning, and they are going to tip out north of $50,000 in stock, and that's a family business. That's a mum and dad business, and they're going to tip out over $50,000 worth of stock. Now, with that will come loss of trade at the moment. They still don't have power. It's going to take weeks to restock. That means they miss out on those trading opportunities. The young people who work for them, they are casual employees who need that to keep a roof over their head, so they're impacted. The community that rely on that business, and there's just entire strips where that's the case. And that's why, look, it is a really, really resilient community in a really resilient state. So they're going to bounce back, right? We all know that. But they do need help. And the biggest gift that can happen is the gift of certainty. So the advice that I would give is for government to let people know exactly what's going on. Be upfront, explain when different parts of the region are coming back on power, when there will be different roads reconnected, when business support and individual support will flow. Where are the hubs that are available? All of those things, they're just little psychological pieces of the jigsaw puzzle to make sure that people know that they can get back on their feet, because that's the real challenge. When disasters strike, people need to know that they matter and that their government has their back. And it's an important role that government plays, and individuals will do the rest. They just need the certainty to make sure that they can get back on their feet.
A lot of local LSES volunteers.
That's David Crisafulli there, the Queensland Opposition Leader. He's in Paradise Point. You heard from the business owner there, absolutely smashed